Hi, everybody. Cassidy here, coming to you from this tiny little bubble at the corner of your screen to talk about Breakwater and a crowdfunding campaign we are launching this August. Last 3 years, myself and a team have been organizing a variety of different events throughout Europe to help estuary and the in person communities that have grown through that movement. And yeah, we've just been really encouraged by the impact that those efforts have had. And, we've all decided collectively we want to try to do more. So we're spending the next 31 days to try to raise money for our next festival, as well as some administrative costs for what it's going to take Breakwater to the next level and provide more support for estuary as a whole. And so I'm here to talk a little bit about what Breakwater is, where we're going, and how you can help us make that a reality. So to start, Breakwater is a network organization dedicated to growing estuary efforts and supporting productive conversation beyond the online world. And we do this through hosting events and providing resources to local estuary leaders, groups, and others in the meeting space. If you don't know what estuary is, basically it's a movement spearheaded by Paul Vanderklay, but impacted by the whole variety of people, where we're really just trying to come together and figure out how to have more honest and productive conversations about meaning. And while we operate very firmly in the estuary space as an organization, we think that the culture and spirit of the estuary movement that we use to help support our efforts in having these in-person conversations about meaning have some utility and usefulness to people outside and adjacent to the movement. So we hope we can be useful to that kind of uh, group of people as well. While we are primarily focused in helping support in-person estuary participation and establishing those in-person estuaries, we're dedicated to doing this with an embrace of a hybrid model of estuary, where we are leveraging the online participation of estuary and the online world that has been fueling the estuary movement to help grow and ground the local participation. We're very thankful for what the online world has done for estuary and its growth, but we really strongly believe that unless we can find a way to ground it in local participation, it's not going to be sustainable long term. So we hope we can kind of bridge that gap between the online and offline world and create something a little more healthy for people trying to navigate meaning questions and how to make sense of the crazy world we live in. And we want to do this primarily in three distinct ways. First is our in-person events. Second is virtual events, and third is online resources. And we're currently looking to jumpstart those ways of participating with three distinct offerings. First is a Breakwater Festival. That's our 3-day annual event where people from all around the world can come and participate in estuary and make connections. Second is a Breakwater Exchange. These are very similar to our festival, except they're 1-day events and aimed more at supporting the local estuary participation. And we run all of these in the local languages of the country the event is in. So if it's Germany, we do it in German, the Netherlands, Dutch, and so on and so forth. And the third, which we actually have not officially started but are in development with, are Breakwater boot camps. And these are interactive online experiences for people wanting to develop and grow in the estuary and meaning exploration space. And yeah, we've got a lot of dreams and ideas of what that can all look like. And there's quite a long ways to make all this happen. But our hope is to in 2026 do 3 exchanges, 1 festival, and at least 1 Breakwater boot camp to help us, make the next steps and move things along. Things are still pretty tentative in plans of exactly what's happening, but as you can see here, as well as on our crowdfunding page, is our in-person event plan and our tentative schedule of what we're looking for with exchange in February in Germany, April an exchange in the Netherlands, a festival in June, location to be decided, and closing off August with an exchange in the UK. But before we can make any of that a reality, we realize that we want to make sure that we are focused on our festival and making that a success. We've already announced the festival, but in case you haven't heard, the next Breakwater Festival 2025 is November 7th through the 9th in Culemborg, the Netherlands. We've got commitments from Joseph Foley, Nathan Jacobs, and Yella Hausman to be our official speakers. And we're really excited to see what they're going to bring individually as well as collectively, because I think they've just got interesting backgrounds and differences that will create a very compelling conversation together. So we're excited to see what they bring to the festival. We'll be holding the festival at a venue called the Helderland Fabriek. It is a full service arts and cultural events center right next to the Culemborg train station. It's really accessible by anybody taking public transit. And we're really excited to take this next step and hold the event here because it alleviates a lot of pressure from our volunteers who, in the past, have made our events a success as we try to make them work on shoestring budgets. And yeah, we're really grateful that by partnering with this venue, we'll get to alleviate some of that stress and allow people more of a chance to fully participate and have oh, how would you say it? Have a concentration on the program versus a lot of the other little things that it takes to make an event like this a reality. But uh, that said, taking the step and choosing to go the full service venue route doesn't come without costs, and so that's why we are launching this crowdfunding campaign to help us, make this event a reality. So realistically, the event to make how we want it to be will cost us around 25,000 euros. But our goal is to raise 10,000 euros in August to help us cover the next phase of payments for the 2025 festival and cover some of the administrative costs for the organization growth. And then the funds that exceed that amount will go directly to the remaining festival costs and then future slated events and other administrative costs that are going to accompany this growth of Breakwater. And we're choosing to do the crowdfunding campaign because we know that Breakwater has only come this far by the generosity and participation of the community who has seen what we're doing, believes in it, and wants to see that participation be available to other people. And so we're really grateful for that. And yeah, we're hoping that many of you out there will be willing and eager to help us make this reality. And we're offering a couple different types of tiers to help make this funding goal work. The first is primarily focusing on ticket sales for the 2025 festival. Throughout the entirety of our campaign, we will be offering 2025 festival tickets at cost, which not only helps us to get that early contributions in to help us cover the costs for what we need to make the festival a reality, but also allows us to make the festival as accessible as possible to everybody who wants to come. We know that many people are, tight on budgets, spend their hard earned money on our events, and we want to make it, as accessible as possible to as many people. So we're doing that with the at cost tickets for the crowdfunding campaign. The second type of tiers we have are donation tiers. We know that there's probably a lot of people out there who would like to support what we're doing but can't come to the festival and just want to support without anything in return. So we've set up a couple of donation tiers at various levels where people can just donate to us, and this is really helpful for us because the entire donation can go to fueling the festival and helping us cover the time and energy that this takes to make these events a reality. And that's super important. And outside of just the specific tiers that we have, there's also a place on the Indiegogo campaign where you can put any amount that you would like. So whether it's $1 or 10, whatever it is, every dollar helps us, and we really appreciate those who just want to see us succeed at this. And don't expect anything in return. We're just super grateful. As far as the festival passes go, they're going to be 200 euros for the full festival pass. That's going to be all of the regularly scheduled programs, 2 lunches, a group dinner, and non-alcoholic drinks included during the scheduled events. And we're going to be having 125 available. In the past, we've only limited the festival to 100, but as we're taking these next steps, we're letting the festival grow as we grow and letting it become a bigger event that celebrates estuary and introduces people to the idea of estuary and focusing those smaller, more intimate events that we find so impactful to community growth to be regulated to the exchange programs. So outside of the general ticket sales, we're also going to be offering a couple festival add-ons for people who want to help us out a little bit more with the festival. So we have an after party experience, a speaker dinner experience, and a Breakwater retreat experience where we'll be organizing group lodging where people can stay at a venue, vacation property pretty close to the venue, and really get immersed in sort of estuary and doing that together. Great for people who are coming from out of the the Netherlands or far away. Here are some pictures about the accommodations. All of this information is also included on our crowdfunding campaign, so you can see that there. But yeah, it's really we're really excited for what it could offer, and we want to try to make the experience as exciting as possible for the people who are going to trust us to put on this event. So, a call to action: how you can help us. First of all, supporting the campaign is yeah, a huge help. Any dollar helps, whether you can come to the festival or just support in any way you can. We really appreciate that. The second is to help spread the word, whether you can donate or not, sharing the campaigns of people who you think might be interested in coming to the event or want to see something like this thrive. It's super helpful and appreciative. Whether you want to also help us promote the events or future events, that's also super helpful too. So I've left an email on this slide so that you can contact us if you want to help us in those efforts. And the last thing you can do is sort of join the wait list. If you're unsure of whether you can come now, but you want to be updated about the festival, you can join there. And outside of that, there's also a place where you can opt into our newsletter to hear about future events and other updates that we have for Breakwater. So that's basically it. Thank you so much for your time. If you made it this far, I tried to be as succinct as possible, but a lot of information to get through. Thank you so much for dealing with my flubs. And yeah, I'm so grateful that you have considered supporting us. And yeah, we hope that whether you contribute here or not, we maybe see you someday at an event in the future. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.